Hello students, now today we are going to start the operation of RC phase shift oscillator. Okay, before going to the operation, I want to remind you, see, why I am again repeating again and again means because it should be like very clear for you all, because it is very important answer, compulsory essay answer it will come for your final exam. So that's why I am making you to rectify it, making you to buttify it, so that at least while reading before one day of exam, at least you will remember the answer. So what we have learned till now, we have learned about RC phase shift oscillator. What is this RC phase shift oscillator? Before going to oscillator, what we have learned, you remember na, like it is nothing but an oscillator is nothing but which will generate the output in the form of AC without any AC input, as long as the DC power supply is connected to it. Now in this RC phase shift oscillator, we are starting the RC oscillators. RC oscillators are two types, that is nothing but first one is RC phase shift oscillator and the second one is Wien-Bridge oscillator. RC Wien-Bridge oscillator, or you can simply call it as RC Wien-Bridge oscillator also, no problem. So first we are studying about RC phase shift oscillator. This RC phase shift oscillator is what? When the feedback network consists of resistance and capacitance, okay, when in the feedback network of the device or the circuit we are using resistor and capacitor for giving the feedback, is known as RC phase shift oscillator. Okay, see, in the feedback network we are giving the resistor and capacitor as a feedback form. To give the feedback, we are using which component? Resistor and capacitor in the circuit. So that's why this circuit is known as RC phase shift oscillator. Okay, because in feedback it is using RC network. Okay, so it is known as RC phase shift oscillator. Now this RC phase shift oscillator circuit diagram already you have drawn. I have explained you in previous two classes mostly. You all have remembered that in the last previous class also I have explained you about. In the previous class also I have explained you about the circuit diagram, and I have made you to draw I have shown you the diagram twice and thrice. Before that class also, previous class, after the previous class also I have shown you the diagram. Okay, then in my previous class I have shown you the diagram how to draw it. First what I said you, first you should draw an NPN transistor, common emitter type. Then see, now I am telling you, at least you try by your own. Take one rough paper and pencil, and while I am telling you, draw what are the things what I am telling to draw you. Okay, so that you will be perfect in the circuit diagram. Okay, so what you have to do, first you have to draw an NPN transistor, common emitter type. Okay, draw it, put an arrow at the emitter, base, collector and emitter. Okay, then draw one line, upper resistor, down, near collector draw one resistor, near emitter draw one resistor. Near collector, what resistor you are drawing? It is nothing but RL, that is nothing but load resistance, and the resistor which is drawing across the emitter is nothing but emitter bypass, emitter resistance. Okay, then opposite to that, parallel connection, give the parallel connection to the emitter resistance with emitter capacitor. That capacitor is nothing but emitter bypass capacitor. Take pencil and rough paper and try to draw it. First you draw NPN transistor, common emitter type. Across collector draw one resistor, mark it as RL. Across emitter draw one resistor, mark it as RE. Then parallel to RE draw one capacitor, mark it as CE. Then from base you take one line, again you draw two resistance, one up resistance and one down, mark them as R1 and R2 respectively. Okay, then take the come here across the output, that is nothing but across the collector circuit. Across the collector you come and draw the capacitor, and resistance, capacitor, resistor, capacitor, resistance. Okay, then finally at last stage draw one Rx, resistor Rx. Okay, then mark them as CRX. Last resistor of the feedback network will be Rx. Take that Rx and connect it to base terminal, because feedback will come from output to the input. Okay, then remaining this RC, two terminals are there na. The terminals you connect to the this what C and give one common ground symbol to them, so that it is grounded. Okay, so now your circuit diagram is ready. Okay, now we will be going, circuit diagram is ready. First NPN transistor, then across collect, then mark it as emitter as common emitter symbol. Then across collector draw one resistor, mark it as RL. Across emitter draw one resistor, mark it as RE. Then parallel to RE draw one capacitor, which is CE. Then take two resistance R1 and R2. Take two resistance R1 and R2. Okay, and from the middle of the resistance connect R1 and RL together and connect to plus VCC. Then take the line from the base terminal and keep it ready. Come back to this collector circuit. Across collector draw the feedback network. For drawing the feedback network, you should draw CR in the form of ladder. Last R you should draw as RX. Okay, then take that RX and connect it to the terminal which we have drawn across the base, because feedback will again come back to the input. Now the remaining two terminals are there, CR. Take the terminals and connect it to CE and give one common ground symbol. Okay, then plus VCC is at up. By this our circuit diagram is now ready. Now we will go for the circuit description. In circuit description of phase shift oscillator, what we will tell first, the circuit consists of common emitter, NPN transistor. Okay, it is having two resistance, resistor R1 and R2, and the upper resistance which is connected to CE is nothing but load resistance, and the lower part of at across emitter resistor is connected, that is nothing but emitter resistance, and parallel to the emitter resistance it is what, capacitor. That capacitor is known as what, emitter bypass capacitor. Okay, then first we will start with circuit description. It consists of common emitter NPN transistor. Okay, here the resistor R1, R2 and RE, three resistance, resistor R1, R2, RE is forming the biasing and stabilization network. Okay, resistor R1, R2, RE is forming the stabilization and biasing network. Biasing means what, giving an appropriate voltage to the circuit. Okay, then we went for CE. CE is nothing but emitter bypass capacitor. Whenever any high frequencies or anything will be coming high voltage, it will bypass that to the ground. Okay, then we went for feedback network. Feedback network consists of what, RC, CR, and the last network of feedback network. This feedback network consists of what, it consists of an in the form of ladder network. The last resistance of the feedback network is Rx, which is coming and adding to the HI, that is input resistance. Okay, internal input resistance, okay, of the equivalent circuit. It is coming and adding to the HI. Then after adding, it will give us the total resistance, which is nothing but R. Total resistance, that is nothing but R. So HI plus Rx is equals to R, which is equal to total resistance. Okay. Now, so the feedback network consists of what? In the form of ladder network. Okay, which consists of three sections, RC, RC, RC. The last section resistance is nothing but Rx, which is coming and joining to the internal input resistance HI to give the total resistance R. Whereas the resistance R1, R2, RE is nothing but which is providing the biasing, which is nothing but providing a appropriate biasing condition for the circuit. Biasing means what? Giving an appropriate voltage to the circuit. Whereas RL is nothing but the load resistance and C is nothing but the emitter bypass capacitor. Okay. Now we are going to start your circuit description of RC phase shift oscillator. Now we will start the circuit operation of your RC phase shift oscillator. Circuit diagram, once again you will see NPN transistor. Okay. R1, R2, RL, RE, CE, CR, CR, CR. Our last one is what? Rx, which is added with the internal resistance of HI to give the total resistance R. Okay. Now I am starting the operation of your RC phase shift oscillator. Okay. Now operation. First, listen carefully. Now when VCC is on, okay, or when power supply is applied, okay, when VCC is on or power supply is applied, circuit is set into the random variations. Okay, when VCC is on or power supply is connected. Okay, when VCC is on, when we are oning this plus VCC, obviously we have to on it to make the operation to run. Okay, when we are oning this plus VCC or when we are applying the plus VCC, circuit is set into the random variations. Okay, circuit is set into the random variations. Random variation means what? It will be like up and down like that. These variations in the circuit will amplify in the collector circuit. Okay, these variations, circuit is set into the random variation. Random variation means what? Very small variations in the circuit. Okay, these variations will be amplified in the collector circuit. See, whatever variations are there, it will amplify in the collector circuit. This part of the circuit is known as collector circuit. Okay, this part of the circuit is known as what? Collector circuit. It will amplify in the collector circuit. Amplify means what? Random variation means like this, small variations. Okay, like this or anything. So it will amplify in the collector circuit. See, before going to this, what I said, you circuit should become a sustained oscillations. Sustained oscillation means what? 180 degree plus 180 degree. That means positive and negative waveform. Then only you will get what? 360 degrees. So 180 degree plus 180 degree equal to what? 360 degrees. So how you will get now 360 degrees, you will see in this circuit operation. Okay. Now here the circuit is applied when VCC is on or it is applied. What is happening? The circuit is set into the random variations. Okay, circuit is set into the random variations. Okay, these it will set into the random variations. These variations in the circuit is amplified in the collector circuit. 2 points you remember. These variations in the collector circuit will be amplified in the circuit will be amplified in the collector circuit. After amplification, it will pass to the feedback network. After amplification, it will pass to the feedback network. Feedback network will give 180 degree of phase shift. feedback network will give 180 degree of phase shift. This is 180 degree of phase shift. Okay. Now for more 180 degree of phase shift, it will pass to the transistor. Okay. For more 180 degree of phase shift, it will pass to the transistor. So see, from here to here it is passing. Okay. For more 180 degree of phase shift, it will pass to the transistor. Transistor will give more 180 degree of phase shift. 180 degree plus 180 degree, 360 degrees. Okay. Transistor will give more 180 degree of phase shift. 180 degree plus 180 degree is nothing but how much? 360 degrees. So by this, output of phase shift oscillator is now what? It has generated the output in the form of sine wave. Okay, it is generated the output in the form of sine wave with 180 degree. Okay, that is 360 degrees. Finally, the output of RC phase shift oscillator is in the form of sine wave. Okay, so what you have learned in operation? Once again I am telling, in operation you have learned that first, when VCC is on, or when VCC is applied, circuit will be set into the random variations. These random variations in the circuit, okay, okay, will be amplified in the collector circuit. These random variations will be amplified in the collector circuit. Now, after amplification, it will pass to the feedback network. This is nothing but feedback network. Okay. This feedback network will provide 180 degree of phase shift. There is nothing but positive waveform. This feedback network will provide 180 degree of phase shift. Okay. So it is nothing but positive. Okay. After providing this 180 degree of phase shift, it will again pass to the transistor base terminal, input of the transistor base, where transistor will give more 180 degree of phase shift. Okay, where transistor will give, or transistor will provide more 180 degree of phase shift. So it will provide like this. Now 180 degree plus 180 degree is nothing but what? 360 degrees. Okay. So here transistor is providing 180 degree plus 180 degree is nothing but 360 degrees. The total phase shift is now equal to what? 360 degrees. Okay. So by this phase shift oscillator has generated the output in the form of sine wave with sustained oscillation condition. That means 180 degree plus 180 degree. Okay. So operation is very clear. It is very easy. In phase shift, what you have learned, that when VCC is on or when VCC is applied, collector VCC is on, when VCC is applied, circuit is set into the operation, set into the operation with the random variation in the current. Okay, with the random variations. Random means what? Very small variations, not big variations. Okay, so these variations in the current, okay, will be amplified in the collector circuit. This part of the circuit is known as collector circuit. Will be amplified in the collector circuit. Now, after amplification, it will pass to the feedback network. What is feedback network? Consist of resistor RC, where it will be providing with 180 degree of phase shift. Okay, so 180 degree of phase shift will be provided by phase shift, this RC network, like this. It will be having more 180 degree, it need more 180 degree of phase shift. So what it will do? this feedback network will again pass to the base, where transistor will provide more 180 degree of phase shift. 180 degree is how much? 360 degrees. Then finally the output of your phase shift oscillator is how much? Totally 360 degrees. Hence the output we have generated for RC phase shift oscillator is in the form of sine wave with the sustained oscillation condition. That means 180 degree plus 180 degree is nothing but 360 degrees. Okay. So what we have learned in RC phase shift oscillator, oscillator means it is a device which will generate the output in the form of sine wave without any AC input, as long as DC power supply is connected to it. Then we went for RC oscillators. There are two types of RC oscillators. One is phase shift oscillator and one is Wien bridge oscillator. So now today we have completed our phase shift oscillator. RC phase shift oscillator means when the device is having the feedback network with respect to resistor and capacitor. Feedback network consists of resistor and capacitor. At that time it is known as RC phase shift oscillator. Okay. Then we went for circuit diagram. You can see the circuit diagram in the board, on the board. Okay, on the board. Then we went for circuit operation, circuit description. It consists of NPN transistor, resistor R1, R2, and RE is nothing but providing the necessary bias condition. C is nothing but emitter bypass capacitor. RL is nothing but load resistance. Feedback network consists of CR, and last section of the feedback is RX, which is coming and joining to the input resistance, internal input resistance HI, to get the total resistance R. Then finally it is connected to plus VCC and this is connected to ground. Then finally we set for operation of RC phase shift oscillator. In operation, when VCC is on, there is a random, or VCC is applied, there is a random variation in the base current. These variations in the current will be amplified in the collector circuit. After amplification, it will pass to the feedback network. Feedback network will give the 180 degree of phase shift, that is positive, and again it will pass to the transistor, where transistor will give more 180 degree of phase shift. So 180 degree, it is like totally 360 degrees. Finally the output of your phase shift oscillator is nothing but in the form of sine wave, that is without any AC input, your RC phase shift oscillator has generated the output in the form of sine wave. Okay, so finally we have completed our RC phase shift oscillator topic. In our next class we will be studying about the second type RC oscillator, that is nothing but Wien bridge oscillator. Okay, so now today we have completed the phase shift oscillator successfully. Remember this, it is very important answer. It is like essay answer for your exam. So next, our next oscillator will be what? Next type oscillator will be in our next class. We will be studying about RC Wien bridge oscillator. Okay, there also we will be using the bridge network with the help of resistor and capacitor. So that's why these two will be coming in RC oscillators. So by this we have completed our RC phase shift oscillator successfully. Okay, then in my next class I will start Wien bridge oscillator. Thank you.